Hey yo, what's good? Ms.Fit, Murder Ave Gang. This is my dumb advice. So today's topic is about, do you think it's okay to have a threesome with your significant other? When I say significant other, I mean your wife, your life, your pride and joy, your hubby, your buddy, your ride or die, your right hand man, Randy. Is it okay for y'all to participate in threesomes? If so, let me know your opinion in the comments. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Ms.Fit, MSDOTFIT, please subscribe. My dumb advice is super important. You know what I'm saying? Because I truly believe that it is important for people to get genuine advice from genuine people who just want to help. Right? Because when I started this, it was because I felt like not all situations you could disclose to your friends or your family. Just certain things you want answers to and you wish you could go on YouTube and just search it. Is it okay for people to have threesomes? That's what I'm here for, right? In my opinion, I think it might be great, it might be fun for the moment, but I do not think you should have a threesome with your wife, your life, or your hubby because it ruins the relationship. This happened to me before, and I feel like it ruined my relationship, right? Just to give you a little bit of background, I was with a girl for about 3 years. She was my high school sweetheart. I loved her. You know what I mean? And, because at the time I was young and I was dumb, I wasn't really just focused on monogamy. I was playing, I was cheating. So what ended up happening was I cheated, right? I cheated on her with another girl who I also thought was dope. So I was with her for like a year. Out of that, for 3 years, I was with her. So, I take no credit for, being a cheater because I take all the credit, but I take the blame, but I feel like, that could have been a mistake on my part. But because I was young and I felt like there was so many fishes in the sea, I wanted to try other things. Long story short, what ended up happening was now I'm with two females that I care about truly, right? I care about both females just as much, equally. And now I'm like, damn, what do I do? I'm in love with two girls. So I never forget it. It was my birthday. And my birthday had fell on a day where it was like a hurricane, right? And for some reason the weather was bad. So we ended up being in the house for a long amount of time. Long story short, my girl found out I was cheating on her with this other girl. Now, they started to talk over the phone, arguing, doing what we know happens when you get caught tripping. All I know is I went to the store and I came back and both females was in my crib. So mind you, I'm shocked, right? Because to my knowledge, these girls hate each other. They're feeling territorial over me. They're like, no, if I can't have you, the other one can't. Long story short, they ended up coming into an agreement where they're like, yo, we both in love with her. We both want to be with her. So let's just make this work. And they did this without me. Like they just made it happen. So we started going out together. We started going to events together. Telling you, it was lovely, right? For me, I'm like, yo, I'm in heaven. Because now I have two girlfriends, both stunning. We going to battles. They both cheering me on. So I'm thinking I'm the motherfucking man. Then one evening, I feel like they decided, I think it's time for all three of us to participate in sexual activities. So, my boy gave me his crib. It's good vibes. And then it happens. We have a threesome. And I can instantly, I can remember Exactly. Like, it was almost instant that everything broke apart. It was instant. Like, it wasn't a day later. It wasn't a week later. Like, instantly. After we had a threesome, I can feel a part of my wife's heart just die, right? And a piece of myself died as well, because I'm like, damn, I just had sex with another girl in front of her. She can see that I'm enjoying this. And I just looked at her and like, I know her, you know what I mean? I was just like, damn, I killed her. You know what I'm saying? So after that, I felt like everything was downhill. She no longer trusted the fact that I loved her. She no longer trusted the fact that I was just just everything that I've ever said or done. I feel like it just went down the drain, because all she can see at that point was, you just gonna fuck her the way you fuck me, or you just gonna treat her the way you treated me. And I felt everything crumble. Long story short, we ended up parting ways, and I ended up staying with the other girl for a while. But, I lost my wife. You know what I mean? I lost my wife, somebody that I was with for years. She took care of me. You know what I mean? She always made sure a nigga was fed. She always took care of me. And she always put me before her needs. And I think that's exactly what she did with the threesome. She put my needs, or what she thought I wanted, before what she wanted. And the result was, I ended up in a bad situation. You know what I mean? I lost my wife. I ended up being with another girl, and it just wasn't the same. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I enjoyed being with the other girl more, that I already had a wife, and she was already fulfilling what I need on that wife spectrum, like on that level. Then I got with the other girl, and it was different. She wasn't cooking, she wasn't cleaning, like, she wasn't doing all the things that I loved my wife for. And I realized I lost something really good. So, if you want my advice when it comes to threesomes, based on my experiences, I don't think it's a good idea when you're doing it with your wife. I think if you want to do threesomes, you should just have a threesome with two random girls or two random guys, or however you trying to play the field. If you really feel like you need that experience, do it outside of love, man. Do it outside of somebody that you care deeply for, because then you wouldn't give a fuck how they felt after, and it wouldn't affect like a long-term relationship that can potentially be somebody you walk down the aisle with, or somebody you've already walked down the aisle with. And of course, everybody's different. Everybody has different opinions. Some people feel like, hey, we have a threesome. I'm not affected, or she might not be affected. She might want a threesome. To each his own. But I feel like, if you're in a monogamous relationship and you ask for a threesome and your girl's not really with it, listen, man. Listen, don't force her to do something she doesn't want to do, or don't make her do something because you feel like you will enjoy it. Because you'll be surprised that maybe after you might not be happy with the results. The best thing you could do for your wife, or your husband, or somebody you want to be with for the rest of your life, is make them feel secure about themselves, make them feel loved, make them feel like they're the only person in the world. And you can't make them feel like they're the only person in the world if you bring another person into your bed. This is Ms.Fit. My dumb advice. Fit. Yeah. You already know what it is. Ms.Fit Murder Ave Gang. Hey. Go. I'm the motherfucking go. How many times I gotta mind these bitches? Bad bitch who won't smoke. I coulda throw the Leah ass with the fishes. Everything I do ain't nothing more than repetition. I ain't with the plane looking for no recognition. But if you wanna play fo-fo, make them listen like a whole lot of prison. No calls, no visits. Every time I come around, bitches get a run around. They was with the rah-rah, now they acting humble now. So I had to double down, then I had to dumb it down. I just caught a body, and I feel like it's my summer now. Okay, but these bitches let it run in mouth. Every time I walk in, feel like town running out. But they butt it out, and they cut it out. When the gun is out, click, click, bang. Since you let it cloud, out. Insane in the membrane. Said I'm just insane as the pen game. And I'm just too vain to adjust today. I'm ahead on top, get some just too paid. Hey, time to put me on a poster. Wanna book me, bring the money a little closer. Tryna play me, pull that 40 out the holster. Wax this pussy like my shorty coming over. I be sipping on mimosas. Party with the Barbies, I ain't kosher with the Dozers. Hey, I'll expose her, pose her. You don't want parts and sparks to your closure. Hold up, do it for the fame, hit your closer. Rose up, when I melt down, you be frozen. Nose up, lying on your back like a hostler. I ain't with the cat when I toast up. Talking on that chat till I post up. Imagine a bitch dying cause she post stuff. Imagine a bitch trying to approach us. Listen, I done turn beef into cold cuts. Listen, I don't talk cheap, I just go nuts. So watch how you bitches speak to the grown-ups. When you're not my kind, I'm not so kind. When you're not online, you ain't so tough. You know, I gotta be honest with you, man. Bitches is trash, basura. Stop talking to me crazy, man. Go. How many times I mind these bitches? Baby who want smoke? I coulda thoroughly ass with the fishes. Anything I do is nothing more than repetition. I ain't with the playing looking for no recognition. But if you wanna play 4-4, make them listen like I hauled out of prison. No calls, no visits. Like I came out of prison, man.